Once a software is delivered and deployed, it could be in operation for years. During this period, it may become necessary to change the system, and after any change, we must test the system to make sure everything is still working fine. Testing that takes place on a system which is in operation in a live environment is called maintenance testing. Maintenance testing is done on an existing operational system and is triggered by different causes. It could be triggered by modifications, which include planned enhancement changes, corrective and emergency changes, and changes of the environment such as planned operating system or database upgrades, planned upgrade of commercial off-the-shelf software, or patches to the correct newly exposed or discovered security problems in an operating system. Maintenance testing could be triggered for migration, which is moving the system from one platform to another. Should include operational tests of the new environment as well as of the changed software. Migration testing or conversion testing is also needed when data from another application will be migrated into the system being maintained. Maintenance testing for the retirement of the system may include the testing of data migration or archiving if long data retention periods are required. So maintenance testing is triggered by modifications or migration or retirement. Maintenance testing is a kind of art by itself, in my point of view. Unlike regular testing, there are many aspects we need to be careful about when we do maintenance testing, as we are testing on a live environment. Imagine if your system is a banking system with tons of data about bank clients and transactions. I cannot test, for example, does delete all records still working or not? Or can I test transferring $1 million to my account? That would be nice. So in addition to testing what has been changed, which is retesting, maintenance testing includes extensive regression testing to parts of the system that haven't been changed, but a lot of questions could arise. What could this change have an impact on? How important is a fault in an impacted area? Should we test what has been affected? If yes, how much? What are the most important affected areas? Or areas most likely to be affected? Or the whole system? The answer is, it depends. The scope of maintenance testing is related to the risk of the change, the size of the existing system, and the size of the change. Determining how the existing system may be affected by changes is called impact analysis, and is used to help decide how much regression testing to do. The impact analysis may be used to determine the regression test suite. One point about maintenance testing is that it can be difficult if specifications are out of date or missing, or testers with domain knowledge are not available. So what would you do if you face this situation yourself? Well, you should consider what the system is currently doing. For example, examining existing system and look in user manuals or guides and ask the experts, the current user. Okay, now the fun part. What kind of questions can we see in the exam related to this section? Well, we have learned many terminologies in this section, and we need to know what those terminologies mean and who do what. The V model is a sequential software model where we can do early planning and designing of testing. Iterative incremental models like CRAD, Agile, and RUP are where we need to use automation testing. Component testing, integration testing, system testing, and acceptance testing are test levels. Functional, non-functional, and structure retesting, regression testing are types of testing. Maintenance testing is done to a live environment. Alpha testing is done at the developer side. Beta testing is done at the user side, and both are kinds of acceptance testing. A question might be, what kind of testing can be done by a developer? From all the terminologies that we have just heard. Well, let's see. Component testing, integration testing, functional testing, non-functional testing, and for sure structural testing, plus retesting and regression testing can be done by the developer. Another question, what kind of testing can be done by the customer? acceptance testing for sure, and the 4 types of testing. Well, have fun and feel free to ask me anything in the discussion board on the right if you have any questions. Thank you.